Did you ever get the feeling that the world doesn't work the way it appears to? That there's a hidden script? An invisible hand? You're not paranoid, you're just paying attention. What if I told you that ancient knowledge, secret symbols, and occult rituals are still shaping our world, from corporate logos to world governments? Stay until the end, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Welcome to the shadow of the known world. In this video, we're going to uncover the secrets the elite keep hidden, a path that leads through ancient mystery schools, occult practices, and psychological control systems still active today. This isn't conspiracy, it's history, just not the kind they teach in school. Long before the term Illuminati ever appeared, there were secret societies. The Egyptian priesthood, the Pythagoreans, Gnostic sects, and Hermetic orders. They weren't just philosophers. They were spiritual engineers, mapping the soul, the stars, and the psyche. The idea was simple. Knowledge is power. And the highest knowledge? The manipulation of reality through symbols, ritual, and belief. This knowledge was encoded in pyramids, cathedrals, architecture. Why do Washington, D.C. and the Vatican share sacred geometry? Because the elite never forgot. These societies believed in initiation, stepping through stages of inner transformation. Each stage unlocked a deeper understanding of the universe and one's place within it. But the modern world has replaced initiation with distraction. The rites of passage are gone, and in their place, consumption, conformity, control. Let's talk about symbols. Why does the dollar bill have an all-seeing eye? Why do major brands like Apple, Amazon, and Google echo ancient sigils and archetypes? These aren't coincidences, they're psychological implants. Carl Jung called symbols psychological machines. They bypass logic and speak directly to your unconscious. When you see an eye inside a triangle, your rational mind sees a logo. But your deeper mind? It remembers something older. These are triggers. Not to hypnotize you, to shape your perception. They turn the mundane into the mythic, making power look divine, inevitable, ordained. You start to feel that certain names, companies, and governments are part of something greater. Because they are. Not necessarily a global cabal with secret meetings under the moonlight, though those exist too. But a current, a lineage, a symbolic continuity passed down from one empire to the next. And the average person has no idea they're immersed in it. The real power the elite hold isn't money. It's narrative. Through media, education, and culture, they construct a reality where you never ask who wrote the rules. George Orwell once said, "The people will believe what the media tells them they believe." By controlling the symbols, the language, the story, they control your inner world. This isn't magic. It's psychology, used like magic. Your beliefs become your prison. And the warden? Invisible. We are taught to obey narratives without question, to internalize external authority. This is how institutions maintain power, not by force, but by belief. The truth becomes dangerous, even unspeakable. You laugh at it. You label it conspiracy, you exile it, until one day you wake up and everything feels hollow because you've built your life inside someone else's story. Here's the darkest trick: inversion. Occult teachings are flipped on purpose. Real initiation is inward, but you're taught to seek power outside. Alchemy isn't about turning lead into gold. It's about transforming the self. But you're told it's nonsense. The divine spark in you is real. So why are you constantly distracted, divided, diminished? Because a disempowered mind is easy to herd. The masses are trained to mock the esoteric, to fear the mysterious, to laugh at the sacred. Meanwhile, the elite study it. They practice it, not as superstition, but as a blueprint for control. You are taught to kneel while they ascend. They invert symbols, twist truths, and hide the divine behind a veil of ridicule. But the path still exists for those with eyes to see. The modern world is not merely noisy. It is engineered to overwhelm. Scroll, swipe, consume. Never pause. Because stillness is the enemy of control. Stillness gives rise to awareness. And awareness is the first crack in the illusion. The elite understand this. That's why every screen is a portal. A portal not into truth, but into sedation. The more entertained you are, the less awakened you become. Real awakening doesn't feel good at first. It feels like exile, like death. But it's the beginning of freedom. A freedom that can't be bought, sold, or fed to you by algorithm. It's forged in solitude, silence, and confrontation with the self. And it begins when you ask, who benefits from the noise? Here's the secret. They don't want you to know. You are the thing they fear, a soul that awakens. The truth isn't hidden in a vault. It's hidden in plain sight. Symbols, stories, and systems can enslave you or awaken you. So pay attention to what you worship, what you repeat, what you believe, because that's the world you help create. You are not powerless. You are not small. The system taught you to forget your origins, but you are made from stardust and dream. You are myth in motion. Now it's your turn to choose. Will you sleep through the ritual, or will you wake up and rewrite it? If this video sparked something in you, subscribe. There's more truth to uncover, and the next one might just break the last chain.